Act 4. Till death us do part.
Ooh, I'm going. I'm going. Oh, here I go. I'm still going, you know.
All right. Something to fill up your hourglass. I'm working on it. Honestly, you think nothing was done around here without me? Once, just once, I'd like to see an adventure based on Rincewind stays in bed and gets some kip while everyone else runs around and collects stupid objects on his behalf. I wonder if there's any market for xylophones these days. I better leave his bones alone. At least until the men in white coats have chalked around them. No point, it's blown to shreds. Ugh. I'm sure that this hat must be in fashion somewhere, which is the scary aspect of the whole wretched thing. New improved cork, the accessory with 1,000,000 household uses.
I'm in the mood for frogs. Yeah. Frogs are the things I've been thinking of. But they're so small and green, and they reign supreme in this crazy Cassanander's house of love. Oh!
Ooh, much better.
Yes.
Ooh, I like this one. Quite right. Plenty enough to go around.
How'd you cook it? Sage and onions?
Sage and onions? In the middle of the desert?
Oh, turmeric, rose water and onions then. Come on.
Yes.
Whoops! Well, there goes Kazanunda. I'd watch what happens next, but I'll probably be here for days.
Popping hummus.
Witness the all-powerful mystic-type skills of what would be the Far East if that direction existed here. Watch now as Uri Geller manipulates the metal objects with the modern powers of his magnificent brain. Strain! 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 Oh, the end has fallen off.
Greetings, little fakir of the pharaohs.
Greetings, my good man. Here, see, now revealed before you, the wonders of the fakir's art. Flashy, blam, splinge.
Yes, I don't think I quite follow.
Do you dare to doubt my powers? Aha! Now I shall strike the infidel with my magnificent straightening-type powers. Strain! Strain! Straining! Feel anything yet?
Well, my back stopped hurting, if that's what you mean.
See the awesome might of Uri Geller!
For asking about the Fountain of Youth. All right, what about these other mystic powers, then?
We have their fabulous pyramid powers of time and space. We have the mystic men sitting in deserts, and we have cut-rate camels, although they're not quite so mystic, but they can't half-spit.
Oh, really? Is that all?
You want more? Then we have the Fountain of Youth. Yes, indeed, you can get a second childhood without all the dribbling and unfortunate bad-type smells.
Now that sounds more like it. Where might I find that?
Oh, I've forgotten.
When they call your people fakers, they're not joking, are they?
How dare you cast aspersions on my mighty powers of, what's it called? It was on the tip of my tongue. Mine's gone blank. Memory. There is a prospector what comes through here every now and again. He goes everywhere. He's been around for centuries. You ask him if he's ever seen a greater sage than Uri Geller.
So much for the mystics of the desert. A mad spoon straightener, a flock of hooting biddies, and some tall stone pointy things that you can't even wear. I wish I could wring their damn necks. I have no further use for that.
popping hummus.
I wouldn't catch them even if I could. I just wish that they would stop following me. Hey, look, a canteen. A pedestal? I've always wanted to be placed on one of these. There's lots of sand in the bottom. The water is spurting up through a little hole in the base. I can't hold water with my bare hands, and I'd only get wet trying to get some sand. Hey, it already has something on it. Does that look like sand to you? Nah, thanks, I'm not thirsty. It doesn't have anywhere to plug the cork in. It doesn't have anywhere to plug the cork in. I doubt that adding water will make that any younger.
Oh, damn. I forgot to shout 4.
Epilogue. Queen Kong.
Farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pill. Amen. That's dead. It tastes
Well, I never.
Ooh, I say, oh, that is good.
Run, you fools! It's for real!
I'm not sure whether they spent enough on the script for this movie. It seems to be all just special effects.
Hmm? Is it intermission yet? I was hoping for something nice and sticky on a stick.
The only thing sticky around here is this finale.
Get on with it!
My old mate Dibbler. It is my ultimate aim to convince him to sell himself off to the army for target practice.
Bladders! Get your bladders here! Only a groat apiece, and even then I'm cutting my own throat.
Bladders? Are you taking the pic... Bladders?
Bladders, my friend, a rustic forerunner of the more familiar rubber balloon, as enjoyed by children. This is absolutely true. Who says computers aren't educational? I've got sheep bladders, vole bladders, moose bladders. You want a bladder? I'm your man.
I believe you.
You can do other things besides blow 'em up, you know. Oh, dozens of uses a good bladder. Although, right now, I admit I can only think of one or two. One, really. Right, Squire?
There's toys for children.
Wonderful idea, eh?
Look, do you really think this is an appropriate part of an animal's offal to be touting about as a child's toy?
Well, I suppose you're right, sir. But the stomach gets used for haggis and the intestines get used for sausage. Wait, brilliant! There's one bit for uses. I can get hold of a pile of them right now.
No, stop right there. This is far enough. Bladders I can almost understand. But I will not let you run about giving children toys made out of...
Skulls, sir? What's wrong with that? I made little drums, castanets, little money boxes.
Skulls. Oh, good, right. Well, that's okay then. Just go and sell some animal skulls later on.
Squire. I'm still trying to shift all those animal colon footstools I made up yesterday.
All right. I'd buy some bladders, please.
Certainly, Squire. Now then, what sort? We've got your rats and your vole. That's the field vole, meadow vole, and the killer Clatchian vole.
The killer vole?
Oh yeah, you know the ones, 6 feet long, covered in poisonous spines, with incisors like chisel blades.
But I thought voles were sweet things, small and brown and covered with fur.
Not these ones, sir. Take your arm off in an instant. They've levelled whole continents. Obliterated ships filled with puppies, baby kittens and innocent nuns.
Wait a minute. These look like sheep bladders. It comes to something when a poor sheep is finding its essential organs floating around as kiddies' balloons.
Sheep, sir? Never, sir. Catch me arming sweet little creatures with curly wool and big brown eyes? Nah, not on my life. Cut me own throat if I tell a lie. These have been taken from Clatchian voles. A life form so foul, sir, so venomous, so putrid and psychotic that the hunters, sir, the hunters were all awarded medals for services to humanity. Clatchian voles is like rabid sharks on legs, sir.
Oh, well, that's all right then. In that case, give me some of them.
Right you are, Squire.
I just hope they had time to go to the lavatory first, though. I'm sick of talking to him.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
I'll get confused talking to anybody in this game, let alone a crowd. Look at that lot, like a school of guppies at feeding time. Undead, but still trying. What are you still doing here?
I've tried drowning, tried stabbing, I've tried hanging, and that's an extremely boring way to spend a night hanging around. Then I tried poison, poison snakes, poison ivy, poison potions. Even tried me some of that Do you think I dropped dead? Not a bit of it. I went to the worst reputed restaurant in Ankh-Morpork, and that was hard to find, let me tell you. I got a meal made by the owner's pet rat, William. Still nothing. Can't even get a decent case of food poisoning in the town these days. In my day and age, you went in fear of your life every time you went into a street cafe. There was your basic food poisoning, your lead poisoning from the cooking pots, ground glass from the mixing pestles. Bloody cost me 17 pence. 17! Just for a bit of fly-blown blowfish. For that kind of money, you'd expect them to throw in William the Rat as well. I ask you, how's a body supposed to get its last rites in this day and age? I am going to die if it's the last thing I do.
Hello there, young man. Having a good day?
This is clearly some attempt at sarcasm. You can do than sit here all day.
Well, it's not every day I get to see a man torn to pieces by a giant elf.
Yes. Point taken. Are you sure this is where you want to be? I mean, it's not exactly safe, is it?
I don't know. The safest place seems to be wherever you are. I heard all those comments you made about the animation budget, you see.
She's right there, you know. Waiting to see me get croaked, is she? Only the fact that this is the last scene of the game makes me refrain from saying something really acidic. Look, I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else.
Leave that alone. It's not for the likes of you.
I can't just climb up the wall.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
I'd best leave it alone. Granny might get jealous. Pretty Polly. I'd best leave it alone. Granny might get jealous.
Get your bladders here!
You can swap minds with this raven, can you?
Yes, I'm very good at it.
Oh, go on. Can't possibly put all your knowledge and experience into that tiny little avian brain?
Ha! Of course I can. Just watch.
What a clever woman. Clever, yet oddly dumb. I can't put that into the bladders. Animal bladders filled with water.
Bladders!
We could be onto something here.
Your bladders here!
Wood and straw. What more can I say? Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of tricks, I'd give us a 7 out of 10. That would be cruel. Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of trackness, I'd give us a 7 out of 10. Wood and straw. What more can I say? This broom's for riding, let's leave it at that. This broom's for riding, let's leave it at that. This broom's for riding, let's leave it at that.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of trackness, I'd give us a 7 out of 10. You'd only want to take it with him. Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of trackness, I'd give us a 7 out of 10. Oh, on the right track. On a scale of trackness, I'd give us a 7 out of 10. Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of trackness, I'd give us a 7 out of 10. The last thing I want is to live through these games.
Get your bladders here.
My life biography. Big print version, easy to read. Well, we're on the right track. On a scale...
Bladders, get your bladders here.
Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of trackness...
Bladders, get your bladders here.
Oh! Sorry, got carried away again. I do hope the little fella's okay up there. I'll rescue him soon.
Bladders, get your bladders here.
Ogle, snappy for a ragman's trumpet, millennium hand and shrimp.
Yes, it is very romantic, isn't it?
Oh, bugger it. Front the biscuit for a sneaky trouser. I told them.
You're just an old softy under that crust, aren't you? Of course, she is rather tall, but they do say size isn't important.
Actually, they do make a beautiful pair, you know.
Bugger it.
I mean the librarian and the giant. Do you think we should rescue him, Dean? Well, I was just wondering if we might have to rescue her. Perhaps we'd better just let nature take its course?
Got a horse, did you say? How's he going to get it up that tower with that big woman in the way?
I can't just climb up the wall. I can't just climb up the wall. Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of trackness, I'd give us a 7.
Bladders, get your bladders here.
I can't just climb up the wall. I'm sick of talking to him. What are you still doing here?
Doing?
That would be cruel. I'll get confused talking to anybody in this game, let alone a crowd.
Bladders, get your bladders here.
I can't just climb up the wall. Auga! There's no point in putting glue on that. There's no point in putting glue on that.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
I doubt that any water will make that any younger. I doubt that any water will make that any younger.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
I can't just climb up the wall.
Bladders! What is it now? The dead are supposed to rest in peace, you know. Run! It's a falling giant woman! And that's another thing. In my day, girls were sweet, demure little things, not 60-foot tall monsters like you apparently get now. And I'm also pretty sure that in my day, they all actually wore something under the... Sometime later. So, it's you at last, is it? So where do you think you've been?
Sorry, it's been a bit of a confusing week.
Confusing? I've been undead since 10:30 on Tuesday morning. I mean, I wouldn't complain, but I lost 17 pence just on blowfish since I died. You'd think the afterlife would be cheaper, wouldn't you?
Well, I've said sorry, haven't I? Come on, let's have a curry before we go. My treat.
Ah, well, all right, that is rather decent of you. By the way, I tried strangulation, drowning, poison, traffic accidents. I even listened to improvised jazz music. But that just made me wish I was dead. Or that the musicians were dead at any rate. How did I finally manage to go?
You got sat on by a giant elven queen.
Now there's one I never thought of trying. Still, if you gotta go...
There's a place you're always welcome, that's as nice as it can be. Everyone can get in, 'cause it's absolutely free. That's death. No need to take a breath, just lie around all day with not a single bill to pay. Hooray, that's death. No more sicknesses or flu. If you've lived beyond your means, you can die beyond them too. Boo-hoo. Well, the greatest and the finest have already died. Why not simply join them on the other side? That's death. Say farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pills. Amen, that's death. It's a tete-a-tete with fate. If you're not feeling great, then it's the best way to lose weight, mate. Nothing here to hurt you, no one's here to nag. Come die with me if your life's a drag. That's death for wealthy and well-bred. All of them are here, and they're all completely dead. That's death. No more headaches, no more pain. Of the millions who've died,